All right, so what we got right here is Best There Is Comics and Games. It's going to be dropping comics. We're getting our new logo with games. How about that? How awesome is that? We got some big things going on with Heroclix, but we got today in the Steal This Head OP kit. If you're familiar with that storyline, it deals with superior foes. Really good book. I recommend anyone that's into humor and Spider-Man world. It's great. It's hilarious. It's funny. But so the OP kit, I'm not sure it's even out on like Realms yet. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to give you my review on each card or piece and see how they stack up. We've been having some really good OP kits lately. Again, every time I do this, I do not look at them. I have to technically look at them while I take a picture of it, but I don't read anything because I want to have my first thoughts and concerns when I talk about it. So, we're going to start with... not that one. This is Black Cat. Black Cat didn't really have a big part in that storyline, so it kind of bugged me that, I don't know. It kind of bugged me. I'm happy we're getting Silvermane, and we got I always want to call him freaking Zoom Speed Demon, but let's see. She has Magia, if I'm pronouncing that. Marvel Divas, I don't know if I remember that. Spider Family Martial Artist. She can go through hindering, move straight through that. If Black Cat has one action token and is targeted by opposing character's attack, roll d6, subtract the half of the result from the attacker's attack roll. Wow, that's actually really cool. So let's see if they roll and they get like 17. Half the result of the attacker's attack roll. Okay, so it's going to be the roll. Interesting. That's kind of a cool ability. And she has a bunch of other things that we can see on there that are typical for Black Cat. She starts out with stealth. She's 90 points. I don't know about that. The prob is good. The 11 attack isn't bad, but lack of movement's kind of... Because she has stealth, which is great. Precision, which is awesome. But something to get her in close. 3 damage is really good for Black Cat. I won't lie about that. For this being just Black Cat as a character, 11 attack with 16 exploits I'm sorry. Close combat. Oh gosh, I can't. It's so late right now. Shouldn't have took those Townal PMs. Those combat reflexes isn't the greatest when your attack is so low. Don't know how I feel about this one. I don't think it's worth the value. Really good attack, really good defense. I like she has prob all the way through, but 90 points, I don't really see it cutting it. Spider-Man wild card type thing going on, right? That's what Spider-Man does, or team ability does. It hasn't been that fun lately to do team abilities like that, but we'll see. Let's move on. I was kind of bummed out by that one. Speed Demon's great in the series. I love him. He's hilarious. And I've liked all his clicks so far. So I know this is going to be a more dumbed down version of any of his clicks because they can't really be super good. So he's got Sinister Syndicate, Thunderbolts, and Speedster. So you can get them on a Flash team and be Speedsters. And they move through hindering, which is always great for these fast guys. When Speed Demon hits an opposing character and his attack total is at least 3 higher than the character's defense value, anything equipped to that character that began the game as an object is KO'd. Wow. Alright, so here's the moment to see if it's worth it. Is he cheap? So he's worth to knock off people's, weapons. And what's his attack? Because we might have to perplex this guy. He has to be 3 higher than the defense value. So let's see. 10. 65 isn't bad. He won't be seeing no meta play. But Hypersonic 10. You give him a good perplex. Maybe get him 12. And that ability is pretty awesome. I mean, at least he's kind of gimmicky and he does something as, how he works, where he's stealing. It's called Turbocharged Thief. So that's a really cool way to do that. And then last, the new sculpt is Silvermane. Silvermane has a history dealing with Cloak and Dagger. He's the main one of the big parts of Superior Foes. They were trying to steal his head, and I made a video already that I wanted the one where he's on a remote control car, but we didn't get that one. But his head does come to play in this, it looks like, because I saw the extra card that we got with it. Again, didn't read it, but let's see what this old man does. He has Hydra. Awesome. Another Hydra character. Robot Ruler, and again, Magia. I don't know why they just can't say Mafia. Maybe it's a comic code back in the day. Silvermane can use leadership as if he was 150. So off the bat, we know he's not 150. And succeeds on 4 through 6. Pretty cool. When he's KO'd, place Silvermane's head in a square that he's occupied. Interesting. Silvermane can use Invulnerability and Mastermind as if he was 150. When Silvermane transfers damage to a character, remove an action token from that character. Wow. Okay. That's really cool. I like that a lot, actually. And we can see on here he has Endom, he has Regen. He seems really fun. Silvermane's head on the bottom, it says, this character can use leadership as if he were 150 points. On a result of 1, place the object in an adjacent square. So I guess when he does 1, place the object in an adjacent... Okay, I guess it just moves him. Also, we'll see the back. Not the strongest running shot, I mean. Enhancement, sorry about my dark picture. And Empower. 100 points isn't bad. He does a lot of stuff for 100 points. So we knew he wasn't 150 because it kept saying as if he was 150. But yeah, I mean, he can use Invul, Mastermind. That white box is really good. Problem is, of course, it's not outwittable. I mean, it is outwittable, so you know, you can't really play this kind of thing competitive, but it does seem very fun. Let's take a look at the head. Give a friendly character in the square holding this object a power action to equip it. Opposing characters can kill this object only by using an object attack. To equip, take the object, place it on the standard character card. That the character can use the effects, and if the character is killed or equipped with the second object, KO this object. So the character can use leadership 150 points and succeeds. On a 1, again, he just drops it, I guess. Place the object in adjacent source. So that's the whole thing, is he drops it. So you can kind of pick up his head around and run around with it, and you get leadership. That's kind of cool. I don't see a point value on it playing by itself, so it looks like you may only get to play with it just with Silvermane when his head blows off. You can't just use the head when you like. I thought I had my cards over here, but if that's the case, it's kind of a bummer. It'd be nice to have a weapon out there, but I think it's got those special rings for that reason. It's meant for us not to use in other games, but that would have been cool. I think that ability is really fun. You can play some really fun Hydra teams with this, with the Robot Ruler. All those have really fun things in there. Overall, I think this set's pretty good. Black Cat was a little underwhelming for me. Too high points, I feel. She has a really high attack for Black Cat, which is pretty good. I do like her one action token thing going on there. That is really cool, but it's not something that... I mean, granted, it's probably one of the best Black Cats we've seen, maybe. But it's just, she's very, very, very glass jaw on her. But she does have Prob, and she does have that other thing to kind of not get hit. So that's probably why they give her such a low defense. But for 90 points, I'm not too sure about that. This guy's pretty bad. Ass. Awesome. I like it. It's simple. 65 points. He's Sinister Syndicate. And Thunderbolts, which I love to play those guys. And I love that ability. Throw him on there with who is it? Thunderbolts. You could throw him on there with Baron Zemo. He would get the 12 for Baron Zemo, and that's got to be easy to knock off some equipment from people. So that's really cool. I really like that. But basically, yeah, I think all these guys are pretty decent. Like, Black Cat was probably my least favorite, but she's still alright. The more I think about her power, it's pretty cool. Silvermane, I like a lot. Got Endom. He's 100. He can do a lot of fun things. He can get hurt pretty easy, but you do get some regen clicks. You do land on Pulse Wave. Whoops, there is, you know, quite a bit on his last click with regen. He has pulse wave for 11, which maybe your time you want to just blow up some people, and then on top of that, you know, want the head out. So again, I don't think you can score the head, but you definitely can use it. So that's pretty awesome. But anyway, so that's it. I just wanted to talk about that because we just got him in today. I think everyone else mainly got him in on Tuesday, but I ordered it to come in later to get some other stuff with it. But I always like to talk about it, and we're going to be having some new stuff on here. Of course, I got to switch up the logos. We're changing a lot of things. But this weekend, we have a huge WKO at one of our other local stores, so we'll have a bunch of updates on that. And hopefully we'll get a podcast going on talking about what we saw there in the meta and give a little reaction to all that. So thank you guys for watching if you did, and if not, damn, you missed out. But yeah, I really appreciate anyone watching and any feedback. You guys have been leaving comments. I appreciate that. And we're hoping to build this up more and more and more. We're getting more shirts and stuff like that, getting it done soon. So I'll be happy that we're going to rep it, and we're all going to be a big team over here. And any of you guys could join, of course. So thank you guys. So it will be best there is games. That will be it. I love me some comics, but unfortunately that's not how the business goes anymore. It's all about the games. It's all about the card games and the miniature collectibles, and that is Heroclix. So thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you next time.